How amazing is this? The map showed the road ended about 1 kilometre that way. But I kept driving because I thought, wow, it's got to end eventually, right? But there's a huge big marker here called Red Knoll Lookout. Latitude 43 degrees. Whatever, you can read it. Direction of cannot be seen. But I'm going to show you around the world now. Ready? Ugh, getting too old for this. I was down that way in the clouds this morning, just now, and is there not? Honestly. But the mountain ranges, like, look at that. It looks like a lake out there. Man, I probably should have come and camped here last night. I loved the campground I was at. But this one, well, I would have had better Starlink anyway. Oh, my ribs. That was not a good move, Mr. Bailey. That was a really cool lookout to go up there and see everything in that panoramic view. Was just insane. So there's what I'm at here now is a damn wall. A damn wall. You're allowed to park down there and walk up. You can't walk the full length of it. It's a big ass dam. I'm not going to. Looks a little creepy down that end. Really? I'm not going down there. And I can't see. I ain't going down there. It's a long way. And you can see that like cloud fog there. Going here too. You can see the water over the edge. Ugh. And that's it. That's the view of the dam. Yeah. It'd be pretty cool to walk the whole width, but it's a really big dam. And what a spectacular view. Imagine working here every day, maintaining that dam. But I must be off. I've got a ferry to catch in only 2 and a bit days, and I've still got too much of this state to see. All I can say is that I'm extremely blessed to be able to see this kind of stuff. And I don't mean blessed in some sort of religious sense. But not everyone gets to see this type of Australia. And I'm really southern in southern Tasmania right now. And I mean, like, I drove for an hour and a half and didn't see another car. That southern, right? And this stuff moves me. It really gets into me. I just don't know what to say. I really don't. This is the Highlands in the middle of Tasmania. Just beautiful, beautiful place. It's funny because it goes from lush forests to almost barren lands, you know. It's another one of those one-lane bridges. At least I can see this one. Oh, it's the same Neve River. And then it'll go back to lush rainforest again. Well, not rainforest, just forest. I guess it's rainforest, yeah. Just not tropical rainforest. Yeah, that sucks that they're closed. I was looking forward to seeing what this wall in the wilderness was. Oh. Onwards. I've had too many chocolate biscuits now, so I'm not sure if I'm actually hungry for food. Things you do when you're on a road trip, huh?
In 600 meters, turn right towards Lyle Highway, A10.
Okie dokie. I hope you're enjoying these journeys that I'm taking. I have no idea what I'm doing, right? I'm just holding my camera up and hoping for the best. And if you like it, great. You know, I appreciate you being here. But just want you to know, like, this is my chaotic life all the time. Like, not traveling around all the time, but like, well, kinda. I travel around a lot. But it's more, I go on a journey, I stop at 1,000 different places. I can't just stop. I find it really hard to be somewhere for even 2 nights, let alone a week. So I am bouncing through the estate pretty quickly. This boardwalk's nice. Oh, come on. Come on. This is freaking fantastic. One thing I'm really excited about is this side of the coast is just like this the whole way up. I just don't have a lot of time to see them all. I've really only got today and tomorrow, and then Sunday I've got to get that ferry back. But if you ever get a chance to come to Tasmania, this is Tasmania, right? You want to see something quirky? Have a look at this joint. Geelong Cats and Bachelop. Okay. That's awesome. Well done to you. I don't know what to say. Tasmania is just a beautiful state. No matter where you go, what you do, you just you can't help it. But you just got to stop and admire these things. I'm not one for product reviews, but I'm going to try these out. This is for $1.50. Who can go wrong, right? Long chips. So I haven't seen inside. I've only cut the end open because I didn't want to have to try and do this one-handed. The chips, which are like potato chips. What the heck? All right. It's like it's a roll-up Pringle. That's really bizarre. Have you ever seen chips that are long like this?
In 300 meters, take the ferry.
What? There's a ferry?
Take the ferry, then continue straight.
Holy shit. That's a turn of events. Gotta pay $33 for the ferry. Gotta get a reception. All right. Oh goodness. That is the Stanley nut. Welcome to Stanley. So I'm going up the walking track now. An hour return, I'm okay with that. Since this was today's destination. So it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Got here about an hour later than I thought I was going to be because I went on that detour to Dismal Swamp that dismally failed because they were closed. It's very bright though, the sunshine coming down. The town is growing dramatically. All the new housing down there, new housing estate over there. And we gotta get up there. I am puffed. But if you want to see how steep this is, so there's wires. That's the angle of the chairlift. And that pole that's holding up the chairlift, it's on an angle. It's not vertical. All right, keep going. Well, I made it. I don't know how. My chest is killing me. I'm out of breath. Oh, lungs are burning. My ribs are killing me. It was not gonna lie, it was a dumb idea considering the condition I'm in. But when they said that the chairlift was closed, I didn't want two things to be dismal today. So I chose to walk up it. It was quicker than I thought, but oh boy, I'm glad to be at the plateau. It's a very big plateau as well, so it's not like just a summit, but it's just beautiful up here. I bought my jacket thinking I'm going to need it because it's like surrounded by coastal waters, as you can see. But it's not bad. Not bad at all. In fact, I kind of wish I didn't bring it. I've got to carry this thing now. But I do see the summit marker up ahead. So there is actually a summit here. I guess it is the highest point. And it's always nice to be the only person up here as well. There was a couple of people before, but I think they gave up. There is one person way up there. But essentially this is all to myself for the moment. All right, let's get to that summit. I can't believe how calm the Bass Strait is. I'm not sure if I've ever seen it this calm. Even up here, it's not very windy at all. And I do have, like, I've got the dead cat on, but it takes away a lot of that wind noise. But honestly, like, I've got a short sleeve on. Love it. Oh, there's a loop here that I'm going to go on. So what we're walking on will continue around back to where we started. Just amazing. Oh. There's a breeze now, but it's a nice welcome, you know, like when you've just done that hike. And it looks like there's a little cove down there I can't see, of course. But this here is the Bass Strait. And out there somewhere is, I think it's King or Flinders. I think yeah, and one or the other. There's two islands up here over the horizon. And then it goes to Victoria. That's the mainland of Australia that way, and Antarctica that way. Well, this actually marks the end, I suppose, of my Tasmania little adventure. Today's my last full day. Tomorrow I'm on that ferry back to mainland Australia and then making my way back up the coast. So it's gone quick. I'm sad to be getting on that ferry tomorrow, but yeah, there's always another time. So I hope you've enjoyed my little whip around adventure in Tasmania. It was certainly fun to see some places and buy some strange things. You know, I got this because it's very British, but it's also the most Tasmanian thing I could think of, besides woolly socks, which I got them too. But yeah, this is a very Tasmanian style hat. So I had to get it just to help look like I was a local. Thank God these are the stairs going down, not coming up. So which was your favourite part out of my little adventures? Was it Cradle Mountain and the Tasmanian Devils? Or was it you know, going down to the beaches on the east coast, which was really good? Or was it down the very south where I went right down and saw that whale sculpture? And I was as close to Antarctica as I could possibly get without getting on a boat or on an aeroplane. Or was it over like today, or yesterday really, on the west coast and driving up those roads on the west coast? Or even here at Stanley. I've covered a lot of ground in this last 3 and a bit weeks here in Tasmania. And I think, oh, actually, I don't know how far I've driven. I'll have to look it up. But I'll put the kilometres down below if you want to figure out your miles. Get with the rest of the world. But it's a long way. It's definitely a long way. I'm going to guess, keeping in mind I'm standing on top of a huge big nut. A nut on a nut. So I don't know exactly right now, but I'm going to estimate 2,000 kilometres is what I've done just here in Tasmania. Ooh. There's another lookout here, Fisherman's Wharf Lookout. I could hear a penguin just then. Just in the bushes over there, I could hear one chirp. Yeah, well, I've really enjoyed this trip, you know, and it's reinvigorated something within me. It's given me a greater conviction of my path forward. You know, when you know things you got to do, I'm definitely a lot more calmer about my choices. I've got some pretty exciting plans coming up. So this road trip's not over really, it's just the Tasmanian leg is over. I'll be getting the ferry, as I said, over that puddle back to Melbourne, and then I'll be driving back up the coast road the way I went down, because I feel like I rushed it, and so I want to kind of go back places I couldn't stay at or I missed on the way down. I've got a week to go from Melbourne to Sydney. You can do it in a day, so it'd be nice to be able to go a little bit more paced. But I do have a flight to catch. I'm going to fly from Sydney to Toowoomba. I have a memorial to go to that I don't want to miss. And if I drove, that means I'd have to drive 20 hours in a week. And I would really be rushed, and I don't want to do that. So I'm driving to Sydney. I'm then going to fly to Toowoomba, go to the memorial, spend the week in Toowoomba. I probably won't film while I'm there because it's a memorial. And then I'm going to fly back to Sydney, and then I'm going to drive from Sydney. Well, that's the plan right this minute. It could change. I have some sparks flying in the old noggin up here about a different alternative. But the plan at the moment anyway is to drive from Sydney back up to Toowoomba, spend about 3-4 weeks driving up so I can go to different places. Like, I wouldn't mind going to Charleville, because Charleville has a space observatory, and I reckon that would be pretty awesome to look at outer space with a massive telescope, you know. I've never seen through one of those telescopes. I mean, I've seen through a telescope, but not like those huge big ones that can see the other side of the universe. You know what I mean? So that's a real big possibility. Another possibility is another epic trip. And to me, these are all epic from now on. I'm not just doing little things here and there. Nothing wrong with going on little weekend adventures. But from here on out, it's all or nothing. That's how I'm seeing life. It's kind of how I wish for all of you to see life as well, is all or nothing. Don't get stuck in the mundane. Screw it. You get one chance at this bloody life. Figure out what it is you want to do, and just go and bloody figure out a way to do it. That's something I've always regretted in my life, is not just setting my eyes on the target, working out each little step that I've got to take, and then implementing that strategy, right? Some things I have, but for by and large, no, I've been too bloody lazy and just haven't done it. So don't make my mistake. Figure out what it is you want to do. Work out the steps you need to take to get to the start, because that can be tricky, and then just fucking start. Don't hold back. Who cares what family and friends think? This is your life. Live your life the way you want to live it. It's your life experience. And if you want to live it grand, live it grand. If you want to live it hidden in the dark, live it hidden in the dark. But whatever you do, just do it for you. Because that's all that matters at the end of the day. You know, when you're laying on your deathbed and you look back, no one ever regretted eating more salad. So, I'm going to get on that boat. Sail across that puddle of water. And tomorrow when I wake up, I'll be back on the mainland in Australia. And I'll have a decision made about what my next steps will be, because I'm choosing to make a decision. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming along for this awesome road trip of mine through Tasmania. Stick around for the next leg from Melbourne back up to Sydney. And then, you know, I could be anywhere after that. Anywhere at all. Where are you going to be?